Good question. I think this definitely varies from like class to class and school to school, but something that I started using the last couple of years was the doorbell, the wireless doorbell, and I just keep the actual doorbell part in my pocket and then I press it and it rings and all the children just know to stop and listen. That has been really helpful, one because I lose my voice pretty easily, so it stops me losing my voice, and I really have tried to do attention grabbers, but I can't do it. I can't do it, and I find that sometimes they just kind of go over their heads because they're so used to hearing it as well. So the doorbell is something that I've really liked having. This one's a bit strange, but a good toilet management system is really important, I think, in a classroom, because if you don't have this, you're going to get interrupted constantly. I think something that's a bit sort of self-sufficient is a good idea with a toilet pass. So I have the little lights, they flick the lights on, they write their name on the whiteboard and they go. If both the lights are on, they can't go. If one light's on, they can go, such and such, and I just know where everybody is at all times and I don't get interrupted. And another thing that I think is really important is having a lot of kind of self-help available. So by that I mean you can maybe have some self-regulation prompts and things for them to use, but also things that are just helpful hints for them to go and help themselves. So it really promotes a growth mindset rather than just saying instantly asking for your help, and it's really hard to spread yourself across, you know, 30 kids. So I have a drawer, a set of drawers that have kind of maths helpful hints. They maybe have like number lines, 100 squares, number formations. I have writing ones that have got, you know, adjective prompts or story starters or setting pictures or, you know, character pictures. I have spelling ones, I have comprehension ones, I have reading question ones. So I think things like that are really useful in a classroom, especially if you're working with maybe slightly older children, just to promote that sort of growth mindset and that aspect of a sort of streamlined classroom. It also buys you a little bit of time, because I find that when I come back up after break, there could be, you know, 10 children waiting to speak to you about something that happened outside at break. So having those self-sufficient tools, it's not to say use them all the time, but it does buy you a little bit of time to kind of structure out who you need to speak to and when, but also it is really good for their brains to be able to try and solve problems themselves.